Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Wingin It podcast. So, waiting for some people to come in. We do have some the crews out today, so I know they're going to be ready for the Ubisoft one. But I thought I'd jump into this Guerilla Collective one since this is the first one that we're doing for the official start of E3 today. If you're on Twitch, thank you for stopping by. We just started our Twitch channel, so here's looking at you, kid. So, first up, I have no idea what to expect from Guerilla Collective. So, there's that. So, I'm just waiting for the countdown here. Had to use couldn't find a better video, so I'm using gonna be looking out on IGN's channel for that. So, here's hoping there's some good stuff in there. Summer of Games was all right. Uh, Showed a couple things, but it really didn't impress me. I guess I'm in the minority, but I don't see what all the hype is around Elden Ring just yet. I mean, trailer looked great, but I'm still not understanding why I'm supposed to like the game. Um, I do like the fact that it has a certain vibe to it, but other than that, I'm not really hyped about that just yet. I'd like to see like a dev dive or something just to see how the gameplay is on that one. Other than that, really hadn't seen much so far that they've shown from the little tidbits that we've gotten this past week. Uh, did see a Tales of Arise new trailer, or Tales of Arise, depending on how they say it. I am a huge Tales fan, so I am actually looking forward to that. But hopefully we'll get something on that more in the week. Cause I think all we got was like a 2 minute trailer. We didn't really get like anything significant in that. So there's that. But other than that, I really haven't seen much that's really like caught my eye just yet. But we'll see. I mean, there's a lot. We got like 3 days of this. Well, actually four if you count Tuesday. Uh, so we'll see. And the schedule that we got so far, let's see. Guerrilla Collective is going to be in about 2 minutes. I don't know what the wholesome direct is, but that's supposed to be at 1, and Ubisoft's supposed to be at 3 today. And then we got Gearbox and Devolver Digital, but I don't have times for those. So that's what's on the agenda for today as far as E3 is concerned. So we will just have to wait and see as to what uh, Gearbox. I'm wondering what Gearbox is going to bring to the table. Ubisoft, something kind of leaked out of about 15 minutes ago as far as one of their games, and I'm like, I kind of saw that coming just because of how popular the previous game entry was. So I mean, it wasn't like that was far off to assume that that was going to get a sequel. So, which is I would say what it is, but I don't want to spoil it for people who hadn't seen it. So there's that. All right, 30 more seconds. By the way, chat is open, so feel free to leave a comment. And we'll see what Guerrilla Collective is, or because I have no idea what this is. Alrighty, here we go.
What is poppin', everyone? Welcome to day two of the Guerilla Collective 2. I'm so happy to be here. I'm your host, Justin Woodward, co-founder of The Mix, Immediate Indie Exchange, an indie game team in Teardown Entertainment. I am here with my
Okay.
co-host,
Oh, so this is probably gonna be an indie show. Okay, cool.
what's happening?
I'm thrilled to be back for day two, the Guerrilla Collective. So many great games on day one. Very excited to see what we have in store for day two.
So much good stuff. Last week, we flexed on you with some dope games from Neon Doctrine, saved some
Let me
games
turn
for
this up a
last,
little bit.
and showcased some up-and-coming games from Bit Summit, as well as brought diversity to the mix, pun intended, with black voices in gaming. The Guerrilla Collective is a grassroots movement funded and supported by devs and close partners down for the cause. It was initially started as a global coalition of leading game studios, publishers, and industry leaders coming together to help bring new announcements, gameplay, and reveals from studios of all sizes direct to game enthusiasts, all of you guys worldwide.
He reading that
We're going to
teleprompter
get
hard.
started today, starting with a few announcements, exclusives, and premieres, and then connect with our friends at Wholesome Direct to share the latest and greatest cozy games that will
Let's full
bring
screen
you
it. That way we
the
don't have to worry about
fuzzies
the chat.
all over your body. Before we
That
get started,
and
though,
full screen it.
we have to give a huge shout out
There we
to
go.
our
That's much better.
sponsors, and this is quite a mouthful. Shout outs to Good Shepherd, Humble Games, Tiny Build, PlayStation,
Hey, what's up, game idea guy?
Xbox, Kickstarter,
Yeah, I
Razer,
think this is like an
Asmodee,
indie
our
show,
fellow
so
devs
this is
and
going to be
publishers,
pretty
2 Option
interesting.
Studio, Akupara Games, All In Games, Goblin Studio, Graffiti Games, Head Up, Hype Train Digital, Neon Doctrine, Raw Fury, Thunderful, and White Thorn Games.
Good job.
I did it.
And we've also teamed up with Valve to showcase the games on Steam in order to support these devs. So be sure to check out the Guerilla Collective event page on Steam where you can learn more about these games, buy the games that are available now, and add the games to your wish list for games that are not yet out. So check out Steam event page, which is on the Guerrilla Collective website, guerillacollective.com.
.com.
I barely made it through
It was good.
that.
Shout out to
They're
our fellow
acknowledging the
game
fact that they are
departments
reading off a
supporting the
teleprompter.
games
Awesome. All
industry
right.
at Twitch, Steam, IGN, and GameSpot. If it wasn't for your guys' help, this would not have been possible. But enough lip smacking and yakking. Let's get started with a few brand new exclusive indie titles and an update from a game that we're all looking forward to checking out. I know you can't wait. Can you? Definitely not.
Y'all gonna say something or what? Y'all gonna show some stuff? Let's see what you got. Let's see what's cooking. Origami 2.
Hi everyone, I'm Gina, Community Manager at LintheWorks.
Huh.
We're so excited to be able to show you this gameplay sneak peek of Aragami 2, our second game, arriving September 17th on PC, Xbox One and Series, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. Aragami 2 is a third-person stealth game where you play as an assassin with the power to control the shadows. As part
Hmm.
of your clan, you'll have to fight the invader armies to protect your people and to find a cure to the evil that afflicts you. The main pillars of Aragami 2 are stealth in its core, all new combat mechanics,
Okay,
and a
this
robust
actually looks pretty
multiplayer
good.
system.
This looks like it'll be a
This,
whole lot of fun.
along with a newly designed character progression, customization, and a wide variety of abilities and shadow powers, so each player can live this new story in their own way. Stealth is the heart of Aragami 2, and we wanted the player to
I'm
feel
getting
like
like
they were
Tenchu
walking
vibes
freely,
off of this.
fast and agile, to use the environment in its favor, and the shadow powers to feel more organic. Now you can navigate through the map in a more fast and responsive way. You can double jump, you can use dash and shadow leap while in the air, you can hold onto walls and ledges. The whole experience of character movement is fun and gratifying.
Okay. Saw that coming a mile away. I guess that dude didn't
Also
watch me
introduced
many
new
action movies.
special stealth covers, so now the character can interact with the special props, like tall grass, bushes, and other vision occluding areas, in order to acquire special stealth behaviors and permitting contextual kills and KOs.
Oh, this gonna hurt. Yeah. Saw that coming a mile away. I mean, he ain't kill that dude. Like, what's.
As for the shadow powers, we maintained some of the original ones and added a bunch more, as well as abilities and items.
Okay, that was a nice takedown.
Let's now check out some combat. Since Aragami 2 is a stealth game, we challenge ourselves to create a combat system based on supernatural ninja skills, which also encourages stealth over brute force. We thought the best way to achieve this was to give our character agile and skillful movement, which empowers subterfuge and stealth us out instead of a lot of strength, and also reinforcing the feeling of being outnumbered by the enemy. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and we hope to have you embarking on this journey on September 17th.
I'm not gonna lie, that does look interesting, and they actually gave us a release date, so that's good. Normally they don't do that. Okay, so what in the world is this one? Okay, that ain't even have. Has an interesting art style to it. Impressive ways to use water, but ain't you supposed to be using that water to like put out the fires? Fire Girl Hack and Splash. Okay. Oh, this is a Thunderful game. All right. I like their games. Thunderful does a pretty good job. Mesmerizing planets. Okay. Yeah, go Trilamite. I wonder if during the Trilamite part they start playing that Mortal Kombat theme, Test Your Might. That would be funny. Or remix of that or something like that. That would be hilarious if they did that. I didn't even know just a hack and slash and twin stick. Huh. A combo between hack and slash and twin stick. That's interesting. That's real interesting. I'm feeling the level design on this. From what I'm seeing, I'm feeling it. Like the visual art style. Like the soundtrack. Soundtrack sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty dope. Guitar Lost Haven. Okay. Wishlist on Steam now. Yeah, that don't look too good. Okay, creepy hand caressing body. Points off for that. What is this? I am intrigued. Not gonna lie. And worried all at the same time. Grime? Huh. That's an interesting name. Yeah, it is, man. That's I'm kind of feeling a little weird about this just because of the whole visuals going into that part. Like, okay, I still don't get what I'm supposed to be doing here. And I don't even know what I'm looking at. A black hole? Never mind. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I have to look that one up because I have no idea what that is. Fire on the beat, reload on the beat, jump on the beat, dodge on the beat. A rhythm shooter?
Hello, my name's Josh Sullivan and I'm a designer on BPM Bullets Per Minute. BPM is a roguelike rhythm first-person shooter game where all of your actions
I was right.
and the
A
actions of
rhythm
your
shooter.
enemies are tied to the beat of our epic rock opera soundtrack. Everything you do in BPM is tied to the beat of the music.
Okay.
This includes shooting and reloading your weapon. See how satisfying that sounds? Your goal is to reach the end of our procedurally generated dungeons, collecting different weapons, abilities, and items each time you play. These weapons and abilities
Okay.
can radically alter the way you play, making each playthrough unique. As the enemies are also tied to the beat of the music, fighting them can become an epic rhythm battle, making you, the player, feel like you're taking part in the soundtrack itself through your actions.
Huh. A roguelike
Clearing
rhythm
each
first
loop
person
will
shooter.
reward you with loot. The better you handle
I'm hoping it's
clearing the room,
more
the less reward.
levels than just this one because that'll
Each
get
floor has
old
either
real
an
quick if you
armory
just
or
play in the
library,
same
where you can buy cool
room,
new weapons
basically.
or find exciting, game-changing abilities that make slaying
Okay, there we
enemies
go.
to the beat even more satisfying.
At least we got a
You can also
library.
find shops to purchase useful items for your run.
Is that a chocobo?
Unfortunately, you cannot pet the bird. Maybe next time, though. Each floor has its own boss and attacks in a unique way that you must learn to exploit if you want to succeed.
Okay, the only problem I'm having with this right now is I don't like the color palette on the visual. It's too much orange and brown. It makes the rooms look the same. That's the only thing I'm not liking with what I'm seeing so far.
Finishing off a boss is a dramatic musical crescendo that you, the player, are in full control of executing. BPM is out now on PC, but is coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One this summer. We can't wait to see you slay the hordes of Helheim to the beat.
Yeah, they need to. I don't know what it is, but they probably need some different color schemes, color palettes in some of these rooms because it makes all the rooms look the same, just having the same color on it. Another pixel art game, cool. Goku? Power pole extend. Feeling it though. Yeah, this looks pretty dope. Akatori. Okay. Huh. I'm pretty sure that's coming to console too at some point. But that actually looks pretty good. I actually don't mind that. That looks like it could be fun. Okay. Shoot everything that moves. Nice. Intense bullet hell action. Yeah, that's the definition of bullet hell. Crazy co-op carnage. Not gonna lie, I am loving the music in this so far just because it just sounds so ridiculous. Arc Veil. Okay. Steam and Switch.
Hello, I'm Saul Davison.
And I'm Hannah Lee, and we are Humble Grove.
Hmm.
No Longer Home is a story game about graduating university and anticipating what comes next, while struggling with borders, self-identity, and longing for domesticity.
Okay.
In No Longer Home, you play as non-binary protagonists Bo and Zhao, who are based off Cell and myself. You'll explore an intimate flat filled with everyday objects, delve into Bo and Zhao's thoughts and insights, and mold your interpretation of the characters through branching, multiple-choice dialogue.
Not my kind of game, but
The events in this
Okay.
game are based off our own experiences, and many of the characters and stories are based off people we know in real life. At the time, we were feeling disillusioned with education, disoriented and not sure what to do next. Bo and Al try to figure out their place in the world.
okay, what the heck is that?
Making this project, we wanted to celebrate the magic of everyday domestic mundanity, like having barbecues, playing video games, and staying up late just talking in bed.
Hannah and I started work on No Longer Home 6 years ago after we graduated university. We met on the same course, and during the last year, we moved in together.
Oh, that's
After
nice.
graduation, I unfortunately had to go back to Japan. How do you say goodbye to a place? We started making No Longer Home as a way to stay in touch, but it rapidly grew as we realized how much we had to talk about and all the feelings we had to process. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. No Longer Home will be launching later this year, so please don't forget to wish this on Steam.
Okay. Well, that's not my type of game. It looks interesting enough. At the very least, it looks interesting enough. So out of that, Akatora, Origami 2, those look kind of pretty cool to
Up
me.
next, we have some magic and swordplay popping off in the next segment with an update from a bona fide classic and a new entry in the hybrid puzzle and strategy realm. Guard your loot and upgrade your boots because we're about to slap you in the face with a spike ball mace.
Bars.
No, those are not bars. You can't say bars after stuff that's lame. That's just you just can't do that. Everything don't need to be said bars afterwards. Please. I wish people stop doing. Okay. That got to be a messed up feeling. You sitting up there doing something and then you just get ate by a giant dire wolf. Okay, what in the world is this? This looks crazy. Okay, I was just finna go at it. All right. This looks like the type of game that's disturbing. pretty much a kill everything that moves type game. That's a giant snake that shoots laser beams. A giant snake that shoots laser beams. Okay, Hunt the Night. Not to be confused with Castlevania. Gotcha. Disturbing game number 2. Okay, so what's this? Oh, cool. Digging the visuals on this so far. Black Book. Okay. I guess it's not that type of black book, but all right. Innuendo. B-Rad Entertainment presents. Okay. Another roguelike? Okay, this is getting ridiculous with this roguelike genre. This is really getting ridiculous. This is like the 5th roguelike game they done showed so far. Battle your worst nightmares. You mean the gummy bears? Choose your path. Every playthrough is different. It's a roguelike game. Every playthrough is supposed to be different. I really wish they would stop saying that on roguelike games. Every playthrough is supposed to be different on a roguelike game. That's the purpose of it being a roguelike. Unless I'm misinterpreting something with roguelikes. Demon's Mirror. Also on Steam. It's a perfect world. Oh snap, Dungeons and Dragons.
Friends, senior game designer Slim Grant here to talk about the Bard. Stylish and flamboyant, the Bard uses the magic of music to defeat their enemies and cure their allies. This twisting of song and magic created a versatile gameplay opportunity we felt was compelling enough to make this our next class. Whether dazzling their enemies with dancing lights, weaving in and out of the fray, or conducting a frenzied symphony of combat, the Bard never shies away from pulling out their instruments and stringing a few notes together. No matter what is needed, the Bard is always ready to take center stage and perform. And when the day is done, their enemies defeated, and their allies safe, the Bard becomes a source of entertaining ballads and jingles that recount their tales of triumph. With that, we have reached the last crescendo, but fret not, for we are not at the finale just yet. There is more to this ballad that will be revealed over the next few months, so please, stay tuned.
Okay. Bard class for Neverwinter. All right.
Hey everyone, I'm Miro, a developer from Straka Studio, a small Slovakian-based company that is working on a game called Loot River. Loot River is essentially an action roguelike which is about shifting dungeons around coming to Xbox and PC. And I would like to show you a new gameplay video which shows you the controls of the game, a procedural generation used in the game, shows you some areas, bit of combat, and perhaps a new thing or two that you didn't see in the trailer.
Okay.
Okay, let's actually take it a bit slower to start. I'll show you some controls. You can move your hero around with the left stick, responding to a pressure, and you can also dash and dodge on controller with the A button. And you attack with the right bumper, that's your standard attack.
Okay.
Combos. It used to be just like one attack before, but now it's like 1, 2, 3, fluidly changing into one another. Better combo. You can also do a heavy hit, or what you could do is charge your heavy attack, especially through, right? And there are many different
Yeah,
ways
but
to
the
do
targets
this,
didn't go anywhere.
which is useful in different scenarios and positional properties and different stuffing. Let's go to the first combat area now, the Sunken Village. It's the first area where you already need to navigate these platforms that we saw before, and you do it by standing on the platform and dragging it with the right stick, upwards, downwards, or in any direction you want to do it. And let's approach these enemies after and lure them onto our platform, one by one, if you want.
Okay, so move platform, go up, hack and slash.
Charge right in and with some heavy attacks and hope for the best. But that's usually not the best idea unless you have a large weapon. So instead, we could, always like isolate them and mark them with a match, or we could split them completely and go for the deep dive, which would be very dangerous. So what I'm gonna do instead is charge my attack and slam the platform into it really fast, especially with
Oh,
the
okay, that wasn't bad.
You see, the levels of Loot River are procedural, but they are handcrafted at the same time. What we do is design
So there's a little bit of
platforms
strategy to
with
this,
physical connections,
as
and
well
then we use
as
a computer to assemble them and
I don't know if I
make
would.
the
This
platform.
tickles my fancy at all though, because I
It's
don't
a small tool of
know
skill
about
and
this.
strategy.
So basically, you're just moving a platform. It's kind of like a platform action, hack and slash action,
Using your abilities.
or
Like
platforming beat 'em
moving
up,
enemies
I
with
guess.
speed, jump platforms, or cause devastating damage. However, most of them have a weakness. Parry enemies burn really well. We will visit many interesting places,
Hmm.
obtain legendary weapons, meet unimaginable characters,
Not gonna lie, I do like the level design.
and ultimately die by your hand. But those who persist even further explore places never seen before, face horrors, and perish in the end.
Loot River. All right.
Loot River really has me intrigued. I really like what they're doing with the combat and the Tetris-like platforming elements. So cool.
Yeah, and Demon Mirror has really great sound.
You're just, dude. You're just saying that because you worked on that game.
Yeah.
So what do we got coming up
Okay.
next?
Up next, we have some dark and sinister titles, starting with a physical release trailer of a gorgeous and deadly first person action runner. Then we're jumping into a spoof on a beloved stealth classic and ending it with an exclusive trailer from our friends at Raw Fury.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm expecting an indie direct soon. Funny how I said that, and that shows up. What is this? Doc Ock would be happy. Can't help indulging in an immersive game. Okay. But this is a CG trailer, so what does it look like in gameplay?
Enough!
That's a piece of parkour action. Okay.
I'll handle things from here on.
That is a long way down. There's a very long way down. So Ghost Runner is coming to the Switch. A physical edition, I think. 'Cause I think it's already out, if I'm not mistaken.
Краутари абриди, Ирес уфнети. Uzul adi Oscaridue.
Okay. Interesting.
Os mesmos. System como absurda admitir uso. Muda em desprez res hasta. Zul adi oscaridue.
The light of the darkness. Okay.
Orcotesco. Veco mu origi grenda nes rapado aximes euc veco centunio oxistind.
Oh no, an evil fog is corrupting every living creature. There is one that is immune. Who is this mighty hero? A slime? How can an adorable little slime fight against this?
I mean, clearly they haven't seen that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Great anime, by the way.
Wait, where did it get that sword? Is that a meteor shower? How? Ice breath? When did you get that? Now there are two of them? Alright, slimes can be heroes. Grab a friend and save the world from oozy monsters and formidable bosses. Discover different weapons and create your own magical abilities to express the way you want to adventure in Slime Heroes.
Ooh.
Okay, that's interesting.
Demon Turn.
Yep.
I'm so excited we could finally announce PS4 and PS5.
Okay.
There's a lot of platforms.
Oh yeah, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, Steam, Epic Game Store. Oh.
Basically, you'll be able to play Demon Turf anywhere.
Yep. But what is Demon Turf exactly?
Yeah, what is Demon Turf?
Away.
Sure. So her goal is to take on the Demon King, who pretty much owns his place. All order, right? And apparently he's been challenging her for a while. Her best friend Midgie is also part of this epic quest. But enough of all that. Let's check out some gameplay, yo! Sizzle real time.
Okay, yeah, let's take a look at this gameplay. I love seeing gameplay. Okay, so what kind of game is this? Is this like a platformer? I guess action platformer, I guess?
The moveset in Demon Turf has a lot of depth.
Yeah, for sure. It's all about combined moves to feel badass.
One of my favorite examples is this tower climb. In different ways, you can skip so many parts of it.
Things really heat up though once you unlock the turf moves.
Oh yeah, yanking enemies around, rolling down highways,
soaring through the skies.
Combine it all, and you get to see runs like these from our incredible speedrunning community.
It still blows my mind every time.
Mm-hmm. Beginner or pro, we hope to see you pull off some of these moves from Demon Turf releases sometime later this year.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Demon Turf's gonna be on everything. All right, cool. Platonic friends. All right. Yeah, I think the camera's gonna be a problem too, especially when you start trying to navigate around certain things. Is this another one of those sad games? Yep. Arietta of Spirits. Okay. Coming summer 2021.
In 1972, a crack commando unit threw me in a prison for a crime I didn't commit.
You're under arrest for a crime you didn't commit.
Why does this sound like 18? An unmetal game. Okay.
Hey, a coin.
Oh yeah, this is a spoof.
You saved my ass, literally.
You stole a one-eyed man's patch. That patch turned out to be handy to create a lethal weapon. What were you going to shoot? Pebbles? Depleted uranium balls. The sewer was infested with assassin rats. Felt like I was a huge chunk of cheese.
Okay.
Damn cat. Who's there? Another cat.
Wow. Okay.
Look, landmine. Wait. It's kill or be killed.
That might actually be funny. That might actually be hilariously funny. I think you should, Andre. That probably would be in post some gameplay. Wolf Stride, okay. That is also a very different kind of game. All right.
Hey, this is Matt, developer of Server Steel, and I'm here to talk about some cool ways players have been playing the demo I released. So this level, you're typically supposed to kick that door open and deal with all the guys in the hallway. But players found a way to use the arm cannon to carve a hole to the left of the door like you saw, which gets you into this hallway. It's a little bit safer, and there's some nice weapons to find in there. A player did this cool thing where they throw their weapon down the hallway and then fight through the hallway. By the time you're at the end of the hallway, you're low on ammo or you're out of ammo, and you have a loaded weapon ready to go.
Huh.
When I first saw that, it blew my mind.
Okay, yes.
Players have been doing cool
Pretty
stuff
cool.
with manipulating AI. So you saw I just got wrecked kicking down that door. But if I use the audio perception of the AI to kick a wall, lure them over, you can set up ambushes. That's really useful in the harder difficulties where in the hardest difficulty, one shot kills you. So that's been a really useful technique. There's one stunt in the game that I didn't actually include in the tutorial, and that's the ability to jump and kick off walls. And on my Discord, players have been sharing really crazy footage where in rooms like this with a really high ceiling, they are jumping and kicking off enemies to get loads of airtime they can use to get really stylish kills. In the arcade mode, you get points for stylish kills, and getting that airtime and killing enemies upside down really can rack up your score. I didn't expect players would figure out more advanced stunts like this, but there's a lot of really cool footage of players doing stuff like that. I'm really thrilled for players figured that out. And in one last clip, you could see some content that wasn't featured in the demo. A lot of players asked for enemy outlines to help discern them, so you can see I've added them here. And players asked for a double shotgun, which you see I'm rocking right now. I hope you enjoyed this preview of Silver
Okay.
Steel. It's slated for PC release late summer of this year. And if you like what you saw, definitely give it a wish list on Steam. If you are a console player, there are also PlayStation 4 and Xbox One releases planned for shortly after PC. Thanks again.
Okay. Severed Steel. Gotta remember that one. Oh yeah, this was showed at Summer of Games.
Happens every day. Whether or not you part, no matter if you wait, but if you're bold and trying to find whatever waits, whichever end you play a part.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is the same exact trailer they shown.
Thank you so much, Raw Fury, for that special exclusive footage. Up next, we have an exclusive reveal for one of the most bloodiest sprite-based action platformers I have ever seen. We will check in on a dark and beautiful pixel art RPG, help clean up a forensic nightmare, and then we are heading to an update from a mystical masterpiece from one of our Best of the Mix 2020 award winners. Grab your hazmat suit, Alex.
Oh, why?
Because we're about to go in and get grimy.
Let's do it.
Okay, that was awkward. Well, they didn't lie about the gore. Bats. Okay. Okay. A clear ripoff. Is that Yeah, that's moving. Death trash.
Hello, my name is Jacek Głowacki, and I'm the head of company development at Grow Distance. We're established by Bluebird team, and we've just celebrated our 12th birthday. Our goal right now is to become a fully realized AA studio.
My name is Krzysztof Ziomba. I'm a writer and game designer at Grow Distance. We make games with unique stories and visual styles, excellent soundtracks, and captivating gameplay. We are known for our Vampire the Masquerade titles and Serial Cleaner. Our next game is its sequel, Serial Cleaners, a stealth action crime story set in 90s NYC.
My name is Miki Maika, and I lead a team of 30 amazing game developers currently working on 3 different projects. Serial Cleaners is our biggest one so far and is set to launch later this year. We've got a good vibe and we're expanding, so come join us on our adventure to the 90s.
Okay. That'd be interesting to play. Serial cleaners might be interesting to play. That's a lot of blood. I mean, how you supposed to clean all that? Never mind. A vacuum cleaner on snow. Okay, that's not weird.
Hello, we are Monaco, and we're a small, very small studio from Cologne in Germany. And what you see before you is our very first game, a cinematic platformer called White Shadows.
So White Shadows is basically a modern film. It drops you off in this huge, weird, vertical world that is called the White City. You know, it's really, really dark. And in this White City, there are the rats and the wolves, and they're in charge. And then there's the pigs and the sheep who do all the work. And then there's the birds who are, or at least so they say, to blame for a deadly pandemic.
And then there's you, little raven girl, trying to change all that. So basically, this game is not really a puzzle platformer, it's more of a trip.
It kind of drops you off in this really weird world, and if you imagine
Looks kind of trippy,
inside
to be
Tim
honest.
Burton having a really mean, weird little baby born in 1984, then you'd have this game.
It's
I
black
can
and
see
white,
that.
dark, has to do with a
I
lot
like
of
the
stuff
Tim Burton
in our
reference.
world today, and it's also really entertaining.
We, as the developers, think that's really funny, but people who've played it tell us that it's really, really dark. So you be the judge of that.
I mean, it looks dark. I mean, I can see how it could probably be funny depending on, you know, how the story goes. But this looks like weird, dark, and definitely something Tim Burton would make a movie out of. Definitely. And the music does not match what's going on in the scene. So I think that actually helps a little bit, in my opinion, anyway. Coming 2021. All right. But it don't say the what. So it's just coming. All right. Oh, Raji. That is a fun game. I like that game. That is a very fun game. Need to finish my second playthrough.
अपने दिल की सुनो राजी, तुम्हें शक्ति मिल जाएगी। लड़ो राजी, योद्धा बनो।
Was this like a director's cut or something? Enhanced edition. Okay. Pretty much a director's cut. All right.
Shout out to Raji. Congrats on winning Best of the Mix 2020. Such an awesome studio out of India, you know. Also, Bats is looking mad slick, if I don't say so myself. You know what I mean? But yeah, before we move on to the next segment, we want to say thanks to our broadcasting partners, Twitch, Steam, IGN, and of course, GameSpot. Thank you guys for all your help in hosting the stream.
Yep. And also, don't forget to check out the Guerilla Collective event page on Steam to wishlist the games, play the demos from this event, as well as from Wholesome Direct, which is coming up next. We have a link on the Guerilla Collective website, guerrillacollective.com.
Up next, we're going to connect with our friends at Tiny Build. We're doing gargantuan things with really creative indie developers. Let's creep around the corner and say hello to our neighbor devs working with Tiny Build to peep what they have cooking up.
Okay. Let's see what they got.
Hello, Meatbag! This is my game, Despot's Game. I will give you a group of puny humans, and you will lead them to the end of the dungeon. If you can get past my cute little robots, zombie wombies, and flesh-eating cabbage rabbages. Despot's Game is a roguelike auto-battler. That means that all the fighting happens
Another roguelike. Yay.
It also means permadeath and randomly generated dungeons. In order to win, your humans will need weapons, or whatever you can find to use as a weapon. Combine different kinds of dumb items to create your own dumb army. Your army needs to be positioned, fed, and genetically modified.
Do, Andre?
Just don't get too
Okay.
attached to
Yeah.
They'll be dropping like
I'm gonna have to check that one out then.
Let me tell you a little secret. If you make it far enough in the dungeon, you'll get the chance to fight other players! You probably think I came up with all this in order to raise a perfect army of mutated humans capable of conquering the universe, right?
I mean, you said it.
I simply enjoy watching pathetic humans hit each other with refrigerators. You're in Despot's Game now!
Config Games bears no responsibility for salty tears, broken keyboards, busted screens, or therapy expenses due to the effects of extended gaming sessions. Not recommended for use by children, pregnant women, or people who have loud conversations on their phones in public.
Okay, that ending was kind of funny. I kind of like that. That was a funny ending. So what's this? Potion craft. Okay.
This is Dustin.
And this is Eric from Animal.
And we're the creators of Ramen.
Along with our extremely small team of passionate individuals, we're really excited to get this out to you.
Ramen's a food fighting arena game with a bunch of quirks and twists.
Food fighting
We're
arena
gonna show you one of
game.
our
Okay,
favorite
that's
new
different.
modes, along with a new work in progress mode that we've been working on.
I don't get the whole food fighting arena game, but okay.
Yeah, and meatball mode, it's all about putting the meat in the hole, the goal hole. You got to jump in and take control.
So, like, what does that mean? It sounds good. What does that mean?
Well, it's it's basically kind of like Katamari, where the objective is to jump into a giant meatball, take control of it, roll around, charge it up, and shoot it into various goal locations throughout the map. All while basically avoiding enemies and the onslaught of food that they throw at you. Next up, Boba Ball.
Well, Boba Ball is one of our newest work in progress game modes, but still a ton of fun. Players are now packing a Boba Blast that shoots Boba
I
Balls.
see a hint
Together
of
with your taste buds to blast the giant Boba Ball
Splatoon
into
and
the
Rocket
frozen
League in this.
But kills don't count in this mode, so prioritize getting the giant ball from A to B.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot
Never
of
hurt anyone, so blast your foes.
Rocket League and Splatoon in this.
Foes.
Okay, bros, I guess.
But that is an interesting concept for a game, a straight up food fighter.
Wait, what's this written down about meat chassis?
We wrote that?
Yeah, it says, say something about meat chassis.
Oh,
Meat
yeah, the
chassis?
old bag of meat and bones. You know, the players, the soup saviors. Players can customize their character almost however they want within our high fashion, highly polished configurator zone.
All right, well, within this configurator zone thing, when it comes to fashion, we got you covered with a trunk full of different culinary styles, vibes, and drips. Your soup slinger is yours to design and decorate. Honestly, the world is your oyster. Decorate to your heart's content.
And don't forget your old pop pal. I think it's time to wrap it up here.
Yeah, good idea. Thanks for tuning in to watch our video and giving us the opportunity to talk your ears off about Raw. Pretty excited about it.
Oh, and that being said, be sure to hop into our Discord so you can be part of the playtest and help us perfect the recipe of ramen.
Yeah, we hope you get a chance to play. We really appreciate all the support y'all have shown over the course of development. It really means a lot and motivates us. Bye. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay. Baking cookies without a cookie sheet. Okay. A terrifying cow will hunt you if you don't. Okay. Five Nights at Freddy's meets Cooking Mama. Okay, that's really different.
Meet the creepy, AI-driven Mr. Peterson. This character has one mission, keeping you from discovering his secrets. Hello, and welcome to Hello Neighbor 2. In this game, you'll be playing as a local journalist named Quentin, who is suspicious of his creepy neighbor, Mr. Peterson. For those new to the Hello Neighbor franchise, this is Raven Brooks, the sort of town where everyone keeps to themselves and goes about their lives. Normally, you would too, except a bunch of people have gone missing. And there's just something strange about your neighbor, Mr. Peterson. Everyone is afraid of him.
Hey, good morning, Rogue. How you doing, man?
Going to his house and never being heard from again. Some people say he likes to lock people up in his basement. But no
I
one has any
mean,
proof.
dude looks definitely
Some people
creepy.
just try to avoid Mr. Peterson, his odd house, and ignore the strange sounds coming from his basement at night. You have a feeling that Mr. Peterson is behind all of the neighborhood disappearances, but no one believes in your ideas and theories. And while you normally wouldn't break into someone's house, you're the only one who believes something is wrong and has the guts to uncover the truth. When you break into Mr. Peterson's house, you'll be going against an AI that is constantly evolving. Our goal for Hello Neighbor 2 is to provide unique player experiences. This is an experience that is driven by the community. Mr. Peterson's behavior is a combination of a neural network and algorithms that allow him to constantly learn from his experiences with everyone who plays our game. It begins with the collection of player activity. Mr. Peterson takes note of player behavior, whether or not most players are likely to hide in a closet, use a certain escape route, or certain objects. As time progresses and he learns, Mr. Peterson's behavior may change and surprise you. How Mr. Peterson plays in one encounter with you might be different from the next, all due to his encounters with the game's community as a whole. In this way, the community's experience with Mr. Peterson changes over time, allowing for an AI that is developed through community actions, replayability, and great stories of neighborhood shenanigans. But these new experiences go beyond Mr. Peterson. In Hello Neighbor 2, players can interact with all characters in Raven Brooks, and these characters share the same AI core, but behave differently and have their
Well,
own
Rogue,
stories to discover.
so far it's all right,
So while
I
you might
guess.
think you're just playing the game,
Nothing's really
you're
wowed me
really
yet.
contributing to the
I've seen a couple
development
things
and
that actually
improvement of Mr.
are
Peterson's AI.
pretty interesting, but nothing's really wowed me yet. So,
We
but
hope
we
this
got 3
presentation
more days to
about
go,
AI
so
and
and
development
a whole lot
gives you
more
an idea of what to
presentations. So
expect
we'll
from Hello
see.
Neighbor 2. If you'd like to
I
try
know we're
out
going to
the
be back
access version of Hello Neighbor 2,
after
you
this
can wish
one's
list the
over
game
with.
on
We're going to be
Steam and
back
check out our alphas
for
on the Microsoft Store. Thank you for
Ubisoft
watching.
at 3 o'clock. So that should be fun.
Ahoy, sailors! Not this again. Trash
Sailors?
Pirate Guide. Every pirate knows that the real treasure is friendship.
Pirates ain't like that. I'm finna say.
Trash.
It's not that either.
It's everything. Fuel, building materials, and weapons. Seriously, just stuff in as much trash as you can and let her rip. Just remember,
It's a pirate.
Scrap is your only home. Take good care of it. And if anyone dares set foot here, hit them with all you got. Too many greedy lovers want to get their hands on our marvelous, beautiful trash. Defend it to your last breath and steer carefully. Oh, and don't forget to fix anything that breaks. Ah, scurvy build striking.
Kind of reminds me of the Flood game from a couple years back. I can't remember the name. It's Flood and
And the good
something.
old ship's cannons aren't enough.
But this kind of reminds me of that game.
Trash technology. You have
Except instead of just being on a raft and you have to fix stuff, you're actually on something that can actually fight back.
They want to steal our trash? Let them try. We'll hit them with everything we got.
So basically, you're polluting the oceans because if they try to do something, you shoot them with trash that goes into the water. So you're actually okay. All right, I'll just let that go.
Yep. And for our Guerilla Collective 2 finale, we're going to head out with an exclusive humbling conversation that we had with Innersloth, the team behind Among Us, and check in on some fun and upbeat games, as well as take a trip back to the arcade with some fun retro throwback games.
And before we finish everything up, we are also going to go to an exclusive interview with our friends at Limited Run Games. Let's rock.
Okay, so we're about to wrap this one on
Guerilla
up.
Collective, we have Marcus Bromander and Adriel Wallach from the Innersloth dev team. Super happy.
The Among Us people, all right.
Hopping on the Guerilla Collective for an interview. Tell us about yourselves.
I'm Marcus, also known as Puffballs United. I'm one of the co-founders of Innersloth.
I'm sorry, Puffballs United?
Worked on a lot of the art, the sound design, game design, and miscellaneous other spots in the game, but no coding.
Hi, I am Adriel. I'm a lead programmer at Innersloth, which means I live in the code, I make a bunch of lists, I tell the other programmers what to do, and I fix bugs.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the team and go into what you have in store for the game. But first, I want to ask you a couple of questions about the team and how you're moving forward. So, first of all, for people who don't know, where did your studio name Innersloth come from, and who is repping the team?
So when we first formed our company, me and Forrest, we were trying to come up with a name, and we were kind of just stuck. So we went on a random name generation site and just like click through, and Innersloth just kind of felt. For me, it was like I have the motivation to make stuff, but like the inside of me is kind of lazy, kind of it's hard to get motivated sometimes. So that the sloth really stuck to me there.
You know, some people think that success is overnight, but you have all been grinding to make things happen with such a small team. What have some of the challenges been during the growth and iterative development of the game been?
I would say, I mean, just in general, going from 3 people to we're at 8 now, I think, is such a different work environment completely. Like getting everyone on the same page is something that's we're still learning how to do. Meetings have to start happening. You can't just tell. I'm used to telling one person and then things go from there, and now I have to make sure to tell everyone, and I have to learn how to write design docs. I can't just have it in my head and tell people.
That's dope. And you've been like an integral part of the indie community with helping out early on, you know, with the mega booth, and then really orchestrating Train Jam and been involved in so many projects. How has it like? I understand how you kind of joined the team. How has it been on the opposite end of like, you know, communicating with Marcus and everybody on the team?
It's been fun. It's been fun to be sort of in that transition from the small team to what is quote unquote the larger team now. Not that 8 is huge or anything, but I was the 5th person, so I was like right at that tipping point from it being small enough where you could just tell one person one thing and then everybody knows everything, to now it's like you have to make sure we're tagging all the right people in our work channels and like getting information out. And yeah, I came on towards the end of last year through a mutual friend who was like, "Hey, Innersloth needs more programmers," you know, because at that point it was just Forrest as the programmer, and I was like, "All right, I'm in." And then, yeah, rest is history. But it's been really fun getting to sort of grow the programming team as well and take at least some of the pressure off of Forrest to be the only person doing that kind of stuff and being able to do more output and get things out there faster.
So you've had like, you know, notable celebrities. You've had AOC, just mad people streaming it, and now it's really ingrained into pop culture. What are some of the most surreal, defining moments that have been heartwarming or have left an impact on the team since its original release until now?
Just all of the like the fan art that comes in, and all the like fan animations, like music.
Not gonna lie,
videos,
Among Us did
remixes,
blow up.
Just so much amazing stuff.
Blew up like I was not expecting that to blow up the way it did. So
just like
and plus, it's actually kind of funny watching people play that. So
you know, you've really been maintaining.
I've only played it like twice, but it's actually not. It's actually a lot of fun.
And drops. What can you share with everyone on Twitch watching during the Guerilla Collective that is next for Among Us?
Yeah, we do have 15 players coming, which means we do need more colors because there's only 12 in the game. And so we're going to add 6 new colors. I don't know if that's been announced, but
I feel like we could say that we did at one point have a color named Barf that is not going
true.
east. So
what is that? Like, is like a speckled yellow or something?
Like a greenish yellow.
Yeah,
okay.
Imagine mashed up peas, like mashed up peas that you would feed a baby.
Okay,
like the barf
that's
emoji,
disturbing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I for one am disappointed that we don't have Barf in the game, but
Me too. I was a big champion for barf.
yeah. Bring back Barf.
So no barf.
Okay. Hashtag barf. All right.
How do you come up with like? Because it seems interesting that you're just talking about, having the barf colors. How do you come up with, with these different designs and ideas?
The colors are super hard. We're trying to move away from having colors be the main identifier for each character.
Cool.
So we want to lean more into cosmetics and names. So, but we still want to make them, at least to begin with, make them as distinct as possible. So I have to like pull up all the colors we have and then think about like, look at the color wheel and go, okay, maybe we don't have anything in this little zone. I'll try something here. And I compare them together and it's like, this one does look really similar to blue, or like I could see this one getting mixed up with purple or something. But eventually we're just gonna have to kind of move away from that and not worry about it as much.
It's awesome to have you guys. Thank you guys for, joining us for this. Is there anything that you want to tell the fans? Because there's going to be a lot of people probably watching this who want to know about something straight from the team.
I mean, just thank you. That's the one that's just always there. Thank you for playing. Thank you for liking the game.
Yeah, that's the same sentiment here. It's great. It's mind-boggling to be working on a game that this many people play and get like such an enjoyment out. Like I get texts from friends who are like, "Oh, my 12-year-old was playing with his friends and was bragging about knowing that his mom knows you," and I'm just like, "Oh."
That is awesome. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. It's been amazing, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Build a casino. Huh. Okay, so far with this, I've seen a couple things that I've actually liked, but for the most part, I think this was okay though. There's a couple things that piqued my interest. There's a couple things that I was like, okay, this ain't cool. There's a couple things that I'm just scratching my head over. So, as far as the indie stuff goes, this is actually pretty dope. What is this? Pixelated NBA Jam? Never mind, I was wrong. So it's a battle basketball game. Giving new meaning to the word Shack Attack. So basically a bunch of robots playing basketball. Okay. Robo Dunk.
And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. King of the Hat is coming to Steam. King of the Hat is coming to the moment you've all been waiting for.
I have no idea what this is. So how would I want that?
You could win a washing machine.
Success.
I will give them this. That was funny. That was actually funny.
You could win a sticker.
Man.
Oh my God! Wow! Which is the game? You might be entered into a contest. You might be able to spin every wheel. Which is
Huh.
Wish us the game. Open up Steam, hit the button, do it for yourself. Do it to get back at your enemy. Hit the button and win.
Oh, okay.
King of the Hat, wish this the game right now.
They really want people to wish this is game.
Have fun.
Are they really finna do a washing machine? Okay. All right. I guess there are a couple more games coming on this one. I guess they're probably trying to go for the full hour and a half. So, yeah, Marty McFly got a hoverboard. It does feel like it's Adult Swim, don't it? I mean, that's the. I agree with you on that. Make your memories. Huh. I'm really kind of weirded out by this, but it actually looks like it could be fun, I guess, to save Venice. Huh. Venice 2089. Okay, that makes sense. Kickstarter launching June 20th. That's some amazing pencil work right there. All you gotta do is just scribble cut. You don't have to actually draw it, you just have to shade it. Nice. I wonder what kind of game this is. Behind the Frame. Okay, it must be a slice of life type game. Yeah, on Steam now, wishlisted. Kitsune Tales. Yeah, the art on that game actually looked dope. That's one thing I can say. Like, some of these games that they've shown today have very good artwork. Like, the visual style is actually pretty cool on a lot of these games they showed today. Wait a minute. How's it coming? Everything it already has a Kickstarter for. Okay.
Anymore. Thanks to Whitewater Wipeout by Chuhai Labs.
Thanks to Whitewater Wipeout, I can finally commit the cool crime of surfing, featuring pure NAR style in conviction. What does that even mean?
It's a playdate game.
Yeah, Jeff? Yeah, I'm on set. I have no idea what the script is. No, I'm not gonna hold.
I'm Minako. I play Whitewater Wipeout.
Okay, they're having a lot of fun. Nosebleed Interactive. Okay.
At King Wash Laundry, we pride ourselves on providing years
Gotta
of
love that
garment cleaning
1989
excellence. Our customers come for the
TV
top
screen.
of the line deluxe washing machines, but they stay for our professional service. Now pick up the clothes and load them into an empty machine. Wait a few minutes, then transfer to a dryer. While you're waiting, make sure to pick up discarded coffee cups and throw them in the trash.
Thank you for choosing Arcade Mania. If you want to level up your takings and grow your arcade, just follow our simple 3-step plan. 1. Play your new game and set a killer high score. 2. Now watch as customers drop quarters trying to beat your score while you sit back and make fat profits. 3. Use your takings to buy a brand new cabinet from Arcade Mania. Just use your personal computer to surf the internet, and you can order online. Now just wait for your new purchase to arrive and do it all again. Play, profit, purchase. Play, profit, purchase. Play, profit, pest control, purchase. With these steps, your arcade
Okay.
is guaranteed to grow and expand into a glorious arcade paradise full of our biggest hits. Good luck, and always choose arcade.
No Street Fighter?
Always use the brush for particularly stubborn waste matter. All that remains to be said is, welcome to King Wash Laundry.
Arcade Paradise. Okay. From rags to pixels. Well, not a bad byline.
I am here with Douglas Bogart from Limited Run Games. What is happening, Doug?
Not much, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, it's so awesome that Limited Run, has reached its 5-year anniversary. Can you tell the people about Limited Run Games? If folks that aren't familiar with it.
Yeah, so Limited Run Games, we started the company with my co-founder Josh Fairhurst. We started in October 2015 as a response to his dev company, Mighty Rabbit Studios, having trouble staying in business. We were off of a big project and we didn't have a whole lot of work to do, so we were like, how do we stay in business? And then his biggest thing was we had one game on Vita called Breach and Clear, and he was like, it'd be cool to at least preserve this game even if nobody wants it, so that way I have some proof that I did something and it's not all digital. So we did that, and we sold the game in October, and it sold out in 108 minutes, and kind of blossomed from there. Got contacted by Epic, Oddworld, WayForward, started really pulling in the partners, and we've done over close to 700, 800 individual releases now.
That is super crazy, man. Like, what is one of the highlights?
I got to give it to Limited Run Games. They do a good job of putting stuff up that normally wouldn't get a physical copy.
There's a lot.
The only thing I will say though, if there's something you want, you better pre-order because they be flying, especially if it's something that's popular. So I was late trying to get that Streets of Rage 4, and yeah, that was gone in like a day.
Working with Suda on No More Heroes is a huge deal for me. Working with John Romero on Sigil, doing Command and Conquer with EA. We've just done a whole lot of cool stuff that I never thought we'd be able to. And I've talked to a lot of heroes I've always had, and it's like, I don't know, the Jay and Silent Bob game was a huge deal for me. Without Kevin Smith, Josh and I would never have amended a friendship that we had briefly broken up when we were young. So,
what I think is really interesting is just your idea of doing things in that, in a limited quantity. Can you kind of talk about how, what kind of different packages that you guys put together?
Yeah, so when Limited Run started off, we were definitely very limited, and the reasoning for that was, one, it costs a lot of money and resources to do it, and we didn't want to be stuck with overstock because we can't afford to just sit on a product that takes years to sell out.
Yeah, for sure.
We started off with limited stuff, and as we got bigger, we decided with Switch, hey, we have no idea what the audience is here. Why don't we try open pre-orders? And that worked out really well. And then with the pandemic hitting, we were like, you know what? Let's just do this for most of our stuff going forward. And I think the reception's been a lot better. So we're limited in the amount of time basically now versus the amount of unit, which I think is a better approach because it gives people a chance to get it, and it's not so much that I missed out. I mean, people still miss out, but
yeah, they do. I was one of them.
GameStop, some of our games are available at retail, which is another cool thing for our developers because as when you're younger, you're like, man, I wish one day my games could be on the store shelf, and now they can.
That's so cool.
And yeah, then we offer vinyl, we do collector's editions, we do press kits for companies, we do a whole lot of stuff now that's pretty amazing. And we're always looking to expand. We're doing the retro stuff like we did for Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm really happy with the stuff we've been able to do. Pretty much any idea here, if an employee or coworker has an idea, it's like, why don't we run with it and see what happens and just test it out? Because you know what, if you like it, maybe there's an audience for it.
You guys have an event coming up. Can you plug it real quick? I think everybody should watch it. Talk about your upcoming releases and stuff.
We're doing our own E3 presentation called LRG3. It's going to be on June 14th at 4 p.m. Eastern. And we got a whole bunch of cool games in the lineup that we're excited about. The show's being produced by one of the gentlemen from Mega 64 on his own. So it's got the same similar humor. And I don't know, we just watched actually the draft of the video, and it's really funny. And I'm kind of shocked actually that it came together so well.
That is so awesome.
Oh, cool. They're going to have their own little thing at E3 this year. Nice.
Where can we find you, more information about limited run games and everything that you guys are doing?
Yeah, go to our website, limitedrungames.com. There's a mailing list option. Our Twitter, we update frequently at Limited Run Games. We have a Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/limitedrungames. Pretty much any website you go to, just add /Limited Run Games, you might find us. I think at one point we even had like a Tumblr account, so we're everywhere.
Yeah.
Maybe a Pinterest account. I don't know.
Well, thank you so much, Doug. It's awesome to see you guys flourish. Happy 5th anniversary, and everybody go check out LRG3, right?
Yep. Thank you so much.
For sure. Talk to you later.
Later, man.
The Inner Sloth team was so humble, and they've had such a great journey. Congrats to them. Also, Limited Run Games coming up on their 6th year. They've been 5 years strong, working with indie developers to get their games out in a limited capacity in a physical kind of space, So many great games and devs that have blessed the Guerilla Collective this year. Shout out to them, and thank you guys for joining us.
Yes, and be sure to check out the Guerilla Collective event page on Steam, where you can learn more about these games, buy the games that are available now, or add the games to your wish list for the games that have not been released yet. Wish lists help, so do it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
We also want to thank everybody who was involved.
Say what
in
again?
making this production possible. Wilmer Sound, of course. Thank you so much, Alex. It's so great to be in the space. The mix team, of course, AV Society, Timmy, Code 32, Fully Illustrated, everybody that has contributed. Also, thanks once again to our sponsors and broadcasting partners for their support. GameSpot, Twitch, IGN, and Steam. You guys are awesome for hosting the stream. Also, we want to shout out to our sponsors, Good Shepherd, Humble Games, Tiny Build, PlayStation, Xbox, Kickstarter, Razer, Astro Gaming, our fellow devs and publishers, Two Awesome Studio, Akupara Games, All In Games, Goblin Studio, Graffiti Games, Head Up, Hype Train Digital, Neon Doctrine, Rock,
Okay, that's a lot.
and Whitethorn Games. That wraps up the Guerilla Collective 2. Such a fun time with developers worldwide and awesome partners. Thank you for joining us. We truly appreciate it.
Yes, and before we head out, we're going to show the Wholesome Direct trailer and come back with our friend, Jenny Window.
Stay tuned.
Okay, you know what? I think I'm just gonna cut it here because I'm probably not gonna watch the Wholesome Direct. I think the Wholesome Direct starts at like 1 and goes to 3. We got Ubisoft up at 3. So what I'm gonna do is cut that. I'm gonna come back for the Ubisoft one. So hopefully a lot of more people will be able to join for the Ubisoft presentation. Let's see, Ubisoft is at 3, and then there's Gearbox and Devolver Digital. So I'll be back for that. Now tomorrow we're gonna have pretty much a packed thing for the Xbox Bethesda show that's supposed to start at 1. Then we got Square Enix at 3:15. We're also gonna have another thing tomorrow as well. So we'll be live pretty much every day that E3 has something. We'll be doing some kind of reaction. So thanks for everybody who joined. Appreciate it. See y'all back at probably about 3 o'clock. Peace.